Here we go.
All right, so
Somebody still.
But hold on, because she's still on fire, so we're gonna let her go ahead because she was feeling some type way. So go ahead and go.
what did I say that caused you an issue?
You just automatically assume that men come to women got it all together. That's the part that I don't agree with.
But that's not what I said.
But you said, oh, if I come here and I already got where we going, that means that you already got the shit together. And
No,
I'm
no, no.
sorry. And you want me to come follow in behind you.
No, here's where we come to the impasse. Okay, that's not what I said.
Okay, what did you say?
Okay, what I said was a man comes to you with a direction.
Okay, you want me to follow.
Of course, but that's a natural state of things. However, so I can only use myself. I won't even use you. Okay.
Please don't.
When I got married, I knew what direction. I already knew my purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So of course, if we're joining together, you're also a person with purpose.
Exactly.
Okay. So
Don't let me jump on your purpose bandwagon when I got my own purpose bandwagon.
No, but complementary is what we're talking about. Okay, so if a man attaches himself to you, first of all, he's supposed to know that he can help your purpose. Because I'm not going to attach myself to you if I can't lead you where you're going. If we're going two different ways, that's okay. You go your way. That's
Why you gotta
me.
lead me where I'm going? Why God is giving me this direction to lead me where I'm going?
Okay, so if you decide that you want to be married, that comes with order. You can decide not to do that. Or you can decide to have it your way, and then how does that work for you?
So do you
But
feel like
so that mean because you're not leading me that if I can't go my own way in a marriage that
What
I'm
is the
just
purpose of
lost?
being married if you want
Because
to?
I can listen to you because you a man. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying.
So do you feel? Let me ask this
do you
question.
feel like there's order to
Can I ask a
marriage?
question?
There's absolutely an order. But
What is
that don't
that
mean
order?
sacrificing my purpose and my vision
that's not what we're
because to
talking
listen.
about.
That's what you just said.
That's not what I just
That's what you
said.
said.
That's not what I just said.
As him as the leader is what he said. Complimentary as him as the leader for my vision.
Okay, so
and that don't work.
Why are you so
I'm just saying.
Okay, I don't know. Okay, so let's go back. I like to define things.
Yeah,
Okay.
please define,
So
clarify.
a leader is not a boss. A leader is not a boss. The best leader is the servant of the family. The man that is going to lead is going to take a L every single day for his family. Meaning, okay, example, a man, if y'all got one car, for some odd reason, y'all just happen to have one vehicle. If you got to get to work, he got to get to work. That man is going to say, baby, you take the car to work, I'll find a way. I'll Uber, I'll walk, I'll catch a ride with a coworker. That's taking an L. That's him leading. Because he decided, okay, this is what we're gonna do.
Now she calm on that. Now you notice.
Yeah, you definitely got to take some air. You know.
But see, this is what happens. We have been flooded with so many pictures and examples of negative people, negative leaders, and a leader is not somebody that's going to lord over you and you better do this, you better do that, and barking orders. First of all, a man worth anything doesn't have to demand respect. He commands it by his presence, period.
That's
like, just him being a man around you is going to make you
Now
soften up.
that I agree with.
That's going to make you soften up, period. But if you come to the table with everything that you have, everything you've seen, and the things that you might have been introduced to by whoever, Joe Blow or whatever, this man was like, he said he was going to be the leader, and he might even use some scripture. You know what I'm saying? No, because I'm supposed to, well, if you got to say that, then that means that ain't you anyway. If you got to say that. So this is all I'm saying. A man comes to you knowing his place as a leader. He has a direction for his life, which means he has some kind of structure for his family because it is an order there.
But we're talking about marriage though. We're not talking about like, you know what I'm saying, like
if you just in a relationship,
separate.
If you just in a relationship,
because you gotta think about it. Like dissect this to where it's like you're coming in, you're meeting a person, and you getting up to that. So that's two.
That's two different things. But if you're growing to that point, but you got to grow to that.
Yeah, because we ain't even came to the conclusion. You know,
You gotta grow to that. If I just
With the
met you,
marriage
and I ain't
part
trying to
anyway.
control what you're doing, but also if we have any kind of real interaction, I already know what it is you got going on. Like you already going somewhere. You already got a purpose. This is what you're doing. This is what you're doing. If I don't feel like I can help you in that, if I'm being honest with me and I'm real with myself, like that's not really where I'm headed.
So when he said leadership, you heard Lord.
No, that's not what I heard.
You heard boss. You telling me what to
Boss.
do.
You're not going to tell me what to do, and you're not going to exclude what I have as a separate person, a separate entity for what you have. That's what I heard.
Can I ask
So
a
you're not
question
talking about in
with this right
relationships.
here?
You're talking about marriage.
I mean, even with marriage, it's the same thing. Like, you can't separate a relationship. You have your own thing. Everybody has their own path in which they're supposed to be going.
So
let me ask you this. So
why
what
is it a
point?
marriage?
That's
You doing what you want to do, and he doing
It's
what he want to do.
that
It's
see,
not-
what you don't understand is that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is we still have two separate destinies, right? So I don't need you to come in and try to tell me because I'm leader, I'm leading you to your destiny. You ain't leading me to nothing because I got my own thing. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so if you're working in the purpose that you have,
I'm scared to ask my question.
and this man, you have allowed him because you have to allow.
See, you know what? I like you.
You have to
Because
allow
you
him.
don't say it aloud. You know what?
I understand that, but
That takes all
hold
of my
on.
defenses down.
Well, leave him down for a second. That means I can hit you with the other hand.
No.
You gotta be wise.
Allow. There you go.
I'm just trying to
That
figure out.
means-
So what is the purpose of your husband? Why is he your husband?
See,
why
that's
is
two totally
he your
different.
leader?
Those totally different
'cause
things. We're talking about a specific topic in which we're talking about leadership and destiny. It don't got nothing to do with if just because you decide to marry a person, it ain't specific on destiny. It's that's like a
But
whole.
it should have some type of
Because
connection.
It's a part of it, but it's not all inclusive. It's not all inclusive.
I'm glad you know that.
Okay, here.
I want my husband to have some insight,
He can have
a voice
insight, but
on
he not
how I
finna
can
tell
make
me what I'm
my
finna
salon
do.
better.
That's not what I said. That's what you heard.
No.
You heard that through the years of your
I'm just
experience.
explaining to them to
Right.
where it's not just one thing.
But that's not what
That's
I
all.
said.
But I'm just.
I'm never
They
going
had specific questions.
As a man.
And I told them it's
A
not
husband-
one specific thing.
a husband
I'm
should not tell you what to
married.
do.
Exactly.
He shouldn't have to tell you what to do.
So don't dismiss what
But-
it is. My assignment is just because
Don't
you
be
have
thrown
an
off by his
assignment.
word. But he does. He will probably direct.
I'm cool with direction if you qualify.
So direction and telling you what to do ain't the same thing.
If you qualified, I don't care nothing about direction. I would
But he was
lead.
qualified. That's why you married him. Because that's what made him qualified.
Again, y'all are sitting here just I know that.
It's
I
not
know that.
dissecting. This is
It
black or
not-
white.
They kinda
It's
go-
not black or white.
No,
It's
they-
not.
There's no
No,
gray area.
there is gray in it because
Then you gonna have confusion
You
and
have to
argument
compromise
in your
on certain
house.
Wait,
things.
well, she's
You have
separated.
to
That's
compromise
right.
on
Come on,
certain
she's
things.
separated.
They're not 5-star on everything. Just like you're not 5-star on everything.
Well, see,
I'm sorry.
here's-
You know what?
No, here's what it is. Sorella is
Let me calm
separating
down.
things.
Yeah.
And they're not
You
separate
can't
to
just
you.
put everything in one fruit bowl.
So,
That's
What marriage is
As-
supposed to
as-
be together.
wait. You,
Black and
that
white,
understanding.
I got gray.
She,
I'm cool with gray
she
because you
has separated
I know that I'm like I said, I know that I'm not 5-star in everything. So guess what? I gotta compromise in the areas just like he has to, you know what I'm saying? I have to take accountability that he's not
Okay,
great
that's
in
contradicting
everything.
because you said for him to get in the way of your destiny. So that's saying I'm 5-star over here. I don't
I'm
need
gray.
you.
You're black and white. We don't never gonna see eye to eye. That's
Well,
what I say.
okay,
On
so-
that part.
let's go here.
Gray. I'm gray. Let's keep it gray.
Derrick. Okay.
Black man.
Black man.
Listen.
What you say?
I'm sorry. You know what?
All right, wait.
You know what, audience? This is what I'm gonna say on this. We have sometimes a difference of agreement. You know what I'm saying? But there has to be some type of way that we're, you know what I'm saying, we come, and this is where communication comes in to play. But if you've been dating me,
We and you and I already had some of these conversations.
So that's why I'm okay with being gray. Some people black or white, it is or it's not. For me, there is gray because you have to allow for certain things. Because I know myself, and I know that I'm not everything in every category. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying on that part. But you can't just say all because of this. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't agree with that part. Go ahead, Donna. Go ahead.
I was just saying.
I feel you.
Okay, so Derrick.
Yes, sir.
Without responding at all.
I'm not finna say nothing
Like,
because I
don't
feel
say-
like
don't
that
say
I'm already
anything.
shunned.
No, you're not shutting it off. Just don't say anything. I'm going to ask Derrick a question. Do not respond, please. At all.
Yes.
So, Derrick, as a man, this is going to sound like an off-the-wall question, but it's definitely on subject. How many times have you, not in the last, I don't know how long you've been divorced, but since you've been divorced, how many wives have you met?
Not many.
And when you say wives, you mean women that are structured to be a wife. Is that what you mean, or do you mean women that
For
are
him. For him. Which is even more specific.
Wait.
Which is even more specific. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to get clarity to her. I ain't respond to you. I respond to her.
She was talking to me.
But it's a reference to the person he asked me.
But I'm asking him.
So
But-
is that what you're asking?
Yeah,
You say
that's
how
what
many
I'm
wives?
asking him.
You mean women that are built, or that's wife material, that
Right.
you can say this
For him.
And I'm asking him this
For
question
him.
because I understand that Derrick
Which
is
is
literal, and I understand that he understands what I'm asking him. So,
Not many.
not
For him.
Okay.
No.
No. Wait.
general.
The secondary question is.
Can I ask
Please.
something? Is it safe for me to come back first?
You know
Girl,
what?
go sit over there.
Here you go.
Okay.
I'm
You
done.
can do what you
The
gotta
fire
do over
is
there.
out.
No. This is the important question,
Make
I want him to answer this because this is something women need to hear. This is not about Sorella. This is something women need to hear coming from a man.
Right.
Whether it's tailored to the man that you're dealing with or the man you meet tomorrow. Women need to hear this. Derrick, when I ask you how many wives have you met, what did you mean? Like, what is a wife to you?
A wife is many things. One, a supporter, encourager. I think a wife to me is someone who obviously a person who's mature enough to be open to growing in process. Someone for my situation would be a mother figure for my twin boys. A wife is someone that is, I believe in some regards, able to, for me, I'm a visionary, so she's more of the best way I can describe it is more administrator to that aspect, right? So I can see, but she can plan. Okay? And so when I look at a wife, my immediately first thought typically is, could this person be my life partner for the rest of my life without restraint? Does she have a beautiful spirit? Because attitude is a lot for me. For me. Now, we all have struggles, and I already know that I'm not perfect. I come with my imperfections, you come with yours. But for me, what are we doing here? Because my ultimate word is, we too busy arguing independence. When you get marriage, it's interdependence. It's I choose not to. Because I'm allowing you to function in the greatness of you, and the greatness of me. And so that purpose, as you stated, it complements each other, because if God is, something you said in a previous episode, I'm gonna bring it up, if God is really joining us together, we don't collide. together. So the question oftentimes is that you can't lay down your will. And when I say I haven't seen many white material, again, it goes to a lot of image versus substance. Looked in the part. I'm something as simple as this. If I said, I believe God wants us to build a house. I didn't say you had to handle it. I didn't say that. But to me, from my wife, I said, you got whatever you gotta have. Probably the one said, well, I called Home Depot. They said, it's gonna cost this. This is what we need so that we can get this accomplished. That's a wife for me.
Okay. Very, very specific answer. Very specific answer. Now, there is a to him, but those were the specific things that he spoke to. A lot of that wasn't person specific. But I think what happens is, I'm going to say this because I watched a woman do this for my whole life. Okay? And I also watched her have to learn and unlearn when she decided to allow somebody to be the head over her. My mother raised 2 children, sent 2 children through college on her own. I watched my mother make all kinds of sacrifices. She did all kinds of stuff she didn't even want to do, but she did it because she had to. Her situation turned her into a person she didn't necessarily want to be, but had to be because she had responsibilities and there was nobody else of age to take on that responsibility. When she was given the choice to allow somebody to come into her life and take the job off of her that she had taken on, just by happens, stuff happens and you had to do that. She had to unlearn, this needs to be done, I'm gonna go do it. She had to unlearn it. It's not that she couldn't. It's just at that point, it's not her function. It's all about, okay.
Because he's qualified.
It's really.
So you still,
I'm not going to speak to that. I'm not going to speak to that because
that's the only reason
that
why
is my mother's
give
choice.
That part of her because he was qualified to do so.
Well, wait.
Let's not speak to that. I'm not going to speak to that because my thoughts about him being qualified has nothing to do with her choice to allow him to do that. The person might not have even been qualified to her. But she made a choice to allow him to be in that role because she understood what the role is. She then understood, okay, now because I allowed him to be in this role over me in the hierarchy that has been set up for marriage, then
it's gotta be another episode because
so can I ask you a question?
I gotta get this out, man.
Say it, bro.
Then she has to allow him to be who he's supposed. She does because she made that choice. Now, if she wants to make a different choice, she can allow him to not be there. But if you choose a husband that has a definition, not the one we give it, not the one we want to pick and choose and no, I want this part, but I don't want this part. I want you to be there with penis, but don't leave me. I want you to be there with penis, but don't leave me. Don't do this.
Agree to disagree on that.
But this is the thing. Things have a definition.
So you said the person has to be qualified. So then my other part of the question would be, so we don't make it one gender specific. What qualifies you to be a wife?
It's based off of the needs.
I got 2 parts. I want you to answer 2 parts.
Yeah, that's based off the needs of that man that you're choosing to be in a relationship.
Does he get to pick and choose and how he allows you to be a wife based upon he feeling like if you're qualified enough? Does he have that? So
everybody has a choice.
No. I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
What do you think? Not what we choose. Yeah, people choose all kinds of crazy stuff. and good stuff and weird stuff. But I want to know what, if I was asking you for advice, what would you say?
It all would depend on the person, because a person, if you're qualified, if you meet the need, you know what I'm saying, and some of the wants, because you're not gonna have everything that you want for that particular individual. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying in the instance that he's using is that we can pick and choose, because ultimately, if we're in a relationship and you've decided, if say I'm assuming it's marriage, you know what I'm saying, with your, you know, mother, whatever, you know what I'm saying, we choose, you know what I'm saying, what is it that we give up and put into the hands of the other person. If we're looking at it and we see that it is a deficit for that, common sense would say, no, I'm gonna hold on to that, you know what I'm saying, and I'm gonna handle that, you handle something else. You know what I'm saying? It's an exchange of power.
No, just give me an example.
You know what I'm saying?
Like if deficit, give me an example of deficit. Like
everybody ain't good with money.
Okay.
Yep, that's it. Everybody ain't good with money.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if I'm seeing you not good with money, I'm gonna hold on to that.
What if I interject this, and I can use this because my wife was better at handling money than me. I wasn't bad at it, but she was better at it. As a leader,
you don't have to lead at everything.
No. Yes, you do.
No,
as
you
a leader,
don't.
But as a leader, you should be able to see what people are good at.
You only know what you know. You
No.
only know what you know.
If we've gotten to that point, Sorella, I should know that much about you. I should know what you're good at.
You should know what I'm good at, but that doesn't mean that just because that's what I'm good at that, right? But that don't mean that just because I'm not as good at that just because I'm leader, I should handle that.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
So you didn't let me finish. Okay.
I actually kind of did.
Right. No, you didn't. I actually didn't finish. I interrupted myself.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I wasn't as good at it as she was. So as a leader, I was like, we literally had this conversation. You way better at that than me. Okay, so this is your function, because you way better at that. I feel like we come out a lot better if you handle that. Now that doesn't mean I'm not going to know what you're doing, but I don't have to know, because this is what I'm saying. As a leader, I'm still saying,
you made a
I
decision.
noticed.
You saw the vision.
I saw her. I said, hey, you're good at that.
But again, just because you're the man doesn't mean that you lead at every aspect of the relationship, is what I'm saying.
So this is, I think maybe this is where the disconnect is kind of coming.
I think when she thinks that, you don't own me, basically, you can't
No,
tell me.
that ain't what I'm saying either.
But
That ain't what I'm saying
That's
either.
what comes
No,
across
what I'm
as.
saying is that you gotta identify where everybody's place and role is. If I see that you're not good, I'm not gonna give that piece to you as a leader.
Okay,
I'm
let
not gonna
me
do that.
interject for a second.
That's all
I believe, and based upon what I'm hearing, I believe, and I could be wrong, it's two left feet on one person, but I believe what Don is saying is that kind of almost what you're saying as well.
But we just had an aha moment, so I think we kind of get what we saying.
Okay, well, just so everybody else can kind of understand, and just for our viewers to also understand, is it more or less also, you can lead, kind of like what Dee was saying as well. Part of your leadership is having vision and planning, like you said with your wife. You understood, not that, oh no, you're gonna do what I say do, and because you had more common sense and money, or what? It ain't all about that. Because God gave you the vision and the ability to lead. You know where to
always got the whole vision.
You know where to make
placement
placement at. So although you have your own vision, yes you do, or your own direction or your own purpose, but God gave man vision to understand how to direct. So even though he still understands your purpose, and because you do, or you are the best in money, or the best at planning, or the best in this business aspect, or whatever it is, God already gave your companion the vision to know what you need and know where your place is. So now he can say, oh, you know what, honey, you know what, because I know that you're better at
And I'm
this.
good with that. We all good. And you know. Case closed. That's all I was saying.
But I think what you in a society and a culture where
don't take what from me what it is that I have, and then you say in the name of leadership, because all the
that's
time
something
men
different.
don't have
It is.
it all.
No, that's something different.
good
But
leaders never
what he's
gonna do that, though.
referring to,
Right.
what he's referring to is really headship. And I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, okay.
That for me, headship, leadership.
Yeah.
So let me tell you, I don't want a woman that don't know how that sounds bitter in her mouth. Because at the end of the day, every real leader in any capacity, whether it's business or whatever, he understands that I have people on my team or in my life that's better than me. That bottom line, you don't bring people on into your CEOs don't have people in their areas and creativity or people that they are the smartest. No, you understand fundamentally, I can't ever be the smartest because ultimately when I'm looking for a wife, I'm looking for someone that obviously complements. If you want to make it here, Barack is what he was because of Michelle. He got up and said, she's smarter than me. But guess what? She didn't have a problem referring to him as her husband, as the head, as the president of the United States, my leader. Because even though I have what I have, see, it doesn't make me less because of a role. It makes me greater because I'm powerful in my role. I'm more powerful because he couldn't be the best that God has called him to be if he didn't have who I am. You understand? It's all a lot of times in how we receive information, how we look, and we got to stop letting society define and tell us that we're wrong for understanding that we have responsibility. Because the truth of the matter is, a man that goes around, I'm the man, I'm the leader, he's obviously somebody that does not understand the responsibility and pressure of what that is. That's not bragging rights. That's pressure.
Yeah.
That's hard. That's not easy. It's not a girl, I lead you. It's like, thank you because I lead you. We gotta change that ideology. Most of the time, people who have to pump their stuff up of saying I'm the leader is because one or two things. Either he doesn't understand what it entails, or he doesn't feel like he's really that in the function of it. And that could be the way she's making him feel. You don't do nothing for me. You ain't this. You ain't that kind of stuff. That tears down. That says I'm not valid. I don't appreciate it. In other words, always, honey, what you want to do? Honey, what you want to eat? But the moment he thinks for himself, or say this is what we should do, you have an attitude. You come back him. You fight. See, those are things that says that my voice isn't valued. Because at the end of the day, because according to the Bible, if you're going to say Bible, and he tells you to submit, you say, yes, tell the wives to submit to your own husband. Submit to your own husband.
That's all I say. Qualified.
Yeah. If you're going to submit to your own, then he obviously has to be a person that has that vision. But I think the problem, what we keep kind of having to, what we're debating about, is product versus process. And you gotta kill that. Because no, at the end of the day, qualification is something that we all aspire to make sure that we should have. Hopefully.
Right.
Whether you be husband or wife.
Right.
But when it comes to when we get in marriage, certain parts of that, you know this from experience, I know it from experience, he know it from experience, I think you know it from experience. It's trial and error.
Right.
Man, we gotta do another part, man. Y'all ain't Yeah, we gotta.
Yes. Next time we gonna get Carolyn to talk.
Yeah.
Carolyn is hungry, and you know what?
She learning. She's soaking it all up. That was it. She's
And
splurging.
I'm not ashamed to admit it.
Me too, Karen.
But this is good stuff. So
Me
I mean,
too, Ty.
I think that if we
I
get
need to see you on camera.
if we get a chance to do this again, I think it'll be
It's gonna be great.
even more productive. I mean, this is productive because it's like a dirty room. You got to go under it before you see some clean. But thank y'all for joining us.
Until next time.